Hello guys, my name is Harris, and in this video series I'm going to be talking about PHP programming language, where it is used, why is it so popular today, and we're going to do like as you follow these tutorials, we're going to be like writing a lot of PHP code, and eventually I hope we're gonna end up with a fully functional website. I'm gonna talking about in this first video. I'm gonna be talking about PHP like in global, where is it used and what it actually is. So let me start by saying that it actually started like long time ago as an open source project, and really like the community really grow like fastly, and people actually saw that it is really easy and to write, and it is fast, and how reliable it is. So it became popular like over years, and even today, like amongst all of those like web technologies and programming languages, it really is keeping its popularity in the top. And like I personally don't believe it's gonna die out in, as many say, like in next years, but it is, because it is still widely used for web development, for creating as I said, like you can create simple stuff up to the enterprise solutions. You can create them in PHP, of course, with using some like frameworks and stuff. So it actually has its roots in C and C++. So if you already have some programming experience in those languages, like you're gonna catch up with the PHP in just a few days. If you don't sweat it. The tutorials are going to be like I'm gonna be talking slow, and you're gonna catch up with it. So no need to worry about that. What else to say about PHP? So yeah, the programmers who already did some C, C++ or something else, they find it like very easy to learn and to manipulate with. PHP is dynamic. So what does that mean? Like it works. The PHP works in combination of HTML, and it displays dynamic elements on the page. As I said, it is written like it is embedded in HTML, and so like but it is server side, unlike, for example, JavaScript, which executes on the client. The PHP script itself, it is embedded within a web page, along with the HTML, which is written in the script. And before the page is sent to a user that has requested that page, the web server itself calls PHP, and the PHP script then performs operations which are called in that request. So when I say it is server-side programming language, it means that you need to have a web server or a local server, and which you can use like packages such as WAMP or XAMPP to set up your local server, which you need, of course, for executing your PHP codes. Of course, like actually, let me show you like where you can download the XAMPP, which is a Apache distribution. It contains like MariaDB, PHP, Perl. It is used by developers to set up their like local server, to set up the testing environment for their PHP scripts. It is lightweight, like Apache distributions. It is included in an extractable file. And it is also a cross-platform, which means it works equally well on Linux and Mac and Windows, which you can see that you have like versions here which you can very easily download. It is, of course, it's open source, so it means it's free. So don't bug about it. You can download it and install, which we're going to show that in the next video. So don't sweat it and don't think about it too much in this video. I'm just talking about it in general and why do you need it. The PHP also, it can be used like with a lot of relational databases, and like it is most popular, like that database which is used with PHP is MySQL. It is used like with PHP as a backend tool. So it is really excellent choice for web developers who want to automate their websites, and you can like store your data on in a MySQL database on a server, and then retrieve the data with PHP, manipulate it, and show it to the end user, again with the help of PHP. So let me just show like a short brief about how does it looks. So here I already created this script, index.php, and I'm using the Sublime text, which automatically recognized by this extension .php that I'm going to write about some PHP code, PHP syntax. And here in the bottom right corner you can see that you have a lot of supported language syntaxes which you can use to write in this excellent code editor. So you can download Sublime text. You can download the latest version. It is free. It is very good for web development purposes. So as I already mentioned, the PHP runs embedded with the HTML. So here I wrote like the basic PHP command. You can see here that these are the opening and closing PHP tags. And the document knows that it is about a PHP script, what's inside, and this is the basic like the printing command, which is called echo, and it prints out the content that you provided. It prints it out to the user in your browser. So two most commonly used commands for printing the content are echo and print. We're going to be talking about that later. For right now, I just want you to know that this is the PHP is written inside the HTML. When browser starts executing this script, it runs onto the PHP script. It will run this command, and you will see the result in your browser. So let me just show you how does this looks. It is actually by you need to start your server. Why? Because I already said you need to have some local server so you can run your PHP script. I'm going to start the Apache server, and here's I'm going to be using this port right here, so I can execute and access my script. Okay, so we see that Apache server is running. So let me just say one more time. I'm just going to start the script by calling my localhost .8080, and I'm going to call this index.php because I need to reference and to address it in my URL. What am I exactly calling, what script, and it needs to be with this name and this extension. So let me hit enter, and there you see it printed out hello world just as we said it. Again, don't panic about this code now, don't think about it. We're gonna be explaining in detail like in our next video. I just wanted to show you like how it works in overall. And just for a quick note, if you haven't done any HTML or something, go and watch a few tutorials about HTML. It is really easy. You should be like catching up with it in just a few days. And you can visit the web3schools.com, and they have a ton of documentation about HTML, even about PHP. So you can follow these tutorials here to catch up with HTML5 quickly, because we need it so we can create our like the front end part, and we're going to use the PHP to take care of our backend of our like application. So that will be it for this video. In next video we're going to be writing some basic script. We're going to be setting up our XAMPP and our local web server, and we're going to explain how it is used, and just going to write a few like basic PHP commands just to get a hand of it, just to get a feel like, and for you guys to see like how it actually works. Thanks for watching.